Hello and welcome to my tutorial on how to make your own Counter-Strike Source server. For those of you who are new to making servers, this tutorial is probably perfect for you, considering it'll have a in-depth description on how to make this. So you don't even necessarily have to read the description. You can watch what I do, or you can just read the description and do it. Oh no, let's just get on with it now. First off, we need to get the installer. So you go onto your Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox or Safari, whichever internet browser you use. Go to steampowered.com. Then go to what is Steam. Then download the dedicated server that's relevant to you. For me, it's the Windows, and because I've already installed it, I'll click cancel. Then for you, because you'll have accepted it, run the actual installer. Then click next. I agree. Then browse for the directory you want, and because I'm using it in SLCDS2, I've already selected that, but to select it, say if I wanted the program files folder, for instance, which you don't want, because it'll come up there. But if I go back and double click the SLCDS2 folder and click OK, it'll save that directory. However, if you want to save it to a portable hard drive, you can click the hard drive port that it's running on. For me, it's the E drive there. I'm hovering over it now, and if that's how you put it on a portable hard drive, and you click OK, then yes, then click next, and pick the area where you're from. For me, it's Europe. If you're not sure, look it up on the internet, and hopefully that can help you. Then when you click next, then finish. Then you can read the root file if you want, but it's not necessary considering I'm going to show you how to do it. To install the server, it's recommended that you are on your Steam account at the time, because it installs it through Steam. Instead of asking you for a logon for your Steam account, it does it automatically when you're logged in. So now to get on with the server, I'll go to the directory I installed it in, run the HTTP update tool, and it's just getting the bootstrap version. Now I've got a coding here, but I've got to change the directory at the end because of the server directory I've installed it into. For me, it would be SRCDS, because I've already made a server in that directory. I can't use that because it will execute the wrong server update. So now I've got that copied, I go to the properties on this shortcut. Because I've already got it there, I'll just delete it for the purpose of showing you. I need to insert it there with all the coding there, and make sure there's a space after the .exe and the command prompt. Then click apply, then click OK. If you run this now, a server will start to initialize, and it will start saying cannot find the location of the folder, which is quite normal because it's not been made yet. But for me, because I've already done that, it won't ask me. But anyway, as you can see, it started installing the server, and for the purpose of the tutorial, I'm not going to install it, but I'm going to show you how to actually install it. Now, first I'll start with the basic starter. Here it says C drive / SRCDS2, because that's the directory it's in, the folder, then / SRCDS.exe. I would recommend that this doesn't change, because if it changes, it can sometimes mess up the server commands. As you can see, it's got a console for the server, so you can activate the Archon password and all that. It's got the game, it's executing C-Strike, which will work for Condition 0, I think, and Counter-Strike. Condition 0 is still pending to me. I've only just recently discovered how to make one, and I'll teach you all that later. If you want a 10 slot server, you can change that number to any other slot. For me, I'm gonna have 10 slots, so I'll save this file, save as, and then make sure save as type is all files, and the file should be called a .bat, also known as a batch file, which is used to get, it's basically like a downloader for your server files. And click save. Then if you want to replace it, for me I'll have to click yes and click X. Now for the more advanced version, where your server will execute, and if it gets crashed or somebody crashes it with a script or something like that, this will restart the server. However, you have to make sure the coding for this is correct, and to do this we have to find the coding where it says C drive. One second, let me just analyze the screen. It says C drive srcds2 // srcds.exe, and it's basically the same coding as in the other file, but except this will reload the server if you crash it or if you restart it, etc. This is the format that host providers like INX and CounterStrike.com, etc. all use. They use recovery.bat files, but they probably rename it to a different batch file. And then you click save in that directory, and now replace it again, and then click yes. At the moment these won't execute because the files are missing, and it's an error there for me. But when the server's actually installed properly, you'll probably get an odd error, but it won't be as big as an error as you would expect. It's probably like just a missing server.cfg. As for server.cfg, I'll now show you where to download it from. You can download it from my website here. To get on it, you go on fireplay.co.uk, go on downloads, game servers, Counter-Strike source, then click server.cfg. Then it'll load the CFG up into the web browser. Then if you copy and paste this server.cfg and then create a server.cfg file, I'll just create a new one there and insert it, and then save as server.cfg, not .text. Make sure it's not saved as .text and it's saved as a config. Same rules apply. Make sure it's on all files. Now if I were to close that down and go onto the directory, it'll say server.cfg, and then it'll say Counter-Strike source. So you can edit the host name, you can change the Archon password, you can change all of these settings. Just don't remove these slashes there, because that means that isn't counted as a command, and that it's just a title for the section. And that's it. If you need any more help, just post some comments on the video, and I'll review them and see if we can help you. Thanks for watching, and good luck.